An American father and son were headed out of Bangkok. They went to Laos near Luang Phrabang to enjoy the bucolic countryside of Northeast Asia, Northeast South Asia, or North Southeast Asia. Anyway, they decided to go on a ziplining trip in Laos, and while they were on this ziplining trip, they were attacked by some very large wasps, of which these wasps are known to be deadly wasps. Some call them the Asian Green Hornet, murder wasp. It doesn't happen all that often, but it does happen that these wasps do kill. Anyway, the father's name was Dan Owen, and he was the director of the international school in Vietnam. And his son Cooper was attacked as well. And this happened on October 15th at the Green Jungle Park as they were descending from a tree at the end of the zip line. So they're descending at the tree at the end of the zip line. I would say that the people who were running that operation should have known that if it's at the end of the zip line, they're supposed to know everything about it. But I have news for you. There's nothing that this family can do about it. This Green Jungle Zipline Company doesn't have any money. You're not going to get any money, retribution, take them to court, or anything like that. Nobody's going to go to jail. It's just going to be marked down as a tragic accident, which is exactly what it is. So, Mr. Dan Owen and his son got to the hospital, and his son, who was, I think, 16, died about 3 hours after about 100 stings from these giant Asian Green Hornets called the murder hornet. The father was able to hold on for a few more hours until he expired as well, both of them exhibiting more than 100 stings. And unfortunately, these wasps get to be so big that their stinger is about 6 centimeters long, and it's highly toxic. And they will kill you. And so, unfortunately, as you see this beautiful picture of northeast Thailand or southeast Laos, beautiful, beautiful place. But you must remember, there are things in nature at work here, and the people that are here don't necessarily have to abide by strict rules and regulations that you might find in the West. I don't hold it against the people who are. I don't hold it against anybody. It's just a tragic accident, and I feel anger. First of all, I don't know them, but objectively, I don't feel there is this overwhelming feeling of guilt or anything like that something should have been done. Sometimes people just die, and it happens, and it sucks. And this is probably one of the suckiest ways to go. But unfortunately, that story did happen. That was around October 15th. It hasn't been released until now. I think sometimes the news, they do try to suppress the news a little bit, and they said they were trying to contact the family out of care for the privacy of the family, which is also fairly a reasonable thing to do, and they had to go through embassies and consulates and all sorts of bureaucracy from the West as well as the East. So rest in peace, Dan Owen. At least you contributed something to the world, and I'm sure your son would have done the same thing. Rest in peace, and for those of you who want a little bit of adventure in your life, you might want to just take a few extra precautions before you do something like jump on a zip line or go elephant trekking or bungee jumping or paragliding or a dozen other things that could possibly end poorly or badly. But that's also kind of the fun part of living is taking those chances. So it's beautiful here, and I've been here for 25 years, and I've had my fair share of mishaps, and we'll just get into another time. Right, rest in peace, Dan Owen and his son. May they rest in peace. And life goes on.